Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today, guys, we are going to be jumping into everything Bitcoin, taking a look at the latest price action here of BTC. As we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, why not check it out? We do a whole lot more technical analysis down in Discord. We cover a whole host of different altcoins that we don't normally cover on YouTube as well. So why not check it out? It's completely free. Links in the description down below. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Right, let's take a look here at what is going on with Bitcoin. So we're just here on the hourly chart, guys, and we can see that we've been trading sideways. It's very, very choppy, right? We've got a lot of ABC corrective moves. There's nothing of note really going on here. And we can kind of take a look at the volume, and it helps us understand, what's been going on, right? So pretty much from the high points, we've just had a decrease in volume. Not a lot of trading activity has been occurring over the last few hours, and basically this is indicating that no one's really interested in getting into Bitcoin right now, not from a trading volume perspective. But obviously on the chart and the price action here, you can see that since the highs of these volumes, we've just been coming on down. Now this is going to lead us into what's going to happen next in terms of what happens on Monday when institutions and whales and day traders start to actually come back into the markets, and we always want to make sure that we're in a reasonably good position. Now on that note, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the stochastic RSI. We are of course up in the overbought area, and considering that we're overbought right now, we should expect some kind of pullback down, and this pullback will take us into the oversold area. Now I'm not expecting this move to take us into the oversold area to be of anything substantial. I'm expecting it to take us down to a key support level that we've been bouncing from recently, and I'll get into that in a moment. The 4 hourly has plenty of room to grow. The 8 hourly is already oversold. The dailies heading to the oversold area. The weeklies just moved out of the oversold area, and the monthly is heavily oversold, right? So for Bitcoin, it's actually in a reasonably good position, but we do need to see some short-term corrective moves. And when we take that stochastic RSI down, what we're actually going to be looking at here is this move probably down to about 38,724. I can't see a reason for us to lose that support that we've been bouncing on all of yesterday, and there's no reason I can see here to move on higher than the highs that we've had as well, right? So finding the resistance right up there at about 39,600. I can't see any reason to push higher than that, and I cannot see any reason to push down lower than 38,700 either. Okay, so both of those should hold out quite nicely for us. Now, the other thing that I do want to kind of acknowledge here with what's going on are the longs and the short positions, right? Because we've had a significant amount of short positions opened up. This, I think, happened on Friday. And, this is an interesting one, right? Because we've obviously had the long positions being opening up nice and steadily, and then we saw a whole flurry of these short positions coming in, right? And now we're in this place where shorts and long positions are at the same, right? They're the same level here from a percentage perspective. So what's going to happen here is going to be really interesting, right? I want to talk a little bit about tactics. So obviously the long positions, the blue line here, they've been steadily growing as Bitcoin kind of reached those low points. We've seen the long positions to steadily grow. Now, no one's kind of come out of those, right? So we haven't seen a decrease in that. There was a little bit here. Whether we're going to get, some kind of liquidation event. Well, there's going to be a liquidation event of some kind, I would have thought, right? But with all of these short positions that came out of nowhere, this is what's quite interesting, because obviously there's a lot of speculation to say that there's a huge volume just come in, institutions or whales are short in the market. Now that's not normally something that they tend to do. What they tend to do is go after the pockets of liquidity, and the liquidity pockets are created from long and short positions, right? So if we understand how institutional players work, let's say you create a short position and you're expecting Bitcoin to go down in price, and you think this is the price that it's going to hit, and we're currently here. Okay, when you do that, there's a liquidation point for you, which will be up here. This is a pocket of liquidity. Okay, so what whales tend to do when you're kind of bumbling along here, they see the pocket of liquidity, they steer the price in a direction, liquidate you, and then they can bring it back down if they so choose to. Okay, and this basically allows institutional players to acquire the asset without actually moving the price, because Bitcoin's basically just gone from person A over to person B. okay, without actually doing anything to the price action per se. All they've done is they've bought up Bitcoin to move the price into that direction, or they sell Bitcoin off to get it into the other position. So when we start seeing institutional players maybe open up short positions, it gets interesting. It gets interesting because this is a common tactic that's been around for decades, right, in the stock market, and that is fake positions. They open up short positions on the market, and as a result of that, lots of retail investors see that they're shorting the market and jump in and short the market with them, right? Only to see that the institutional player cancels their short position and basically go long. And as a result of that, what you find is retail investors that are holding the short positions get absolutely wrecked. Liquidity pockets were there and they took advantage of them. Okay, so I'm always a bit dubious when I start seeing significant short positions like this occur without no real grounds to do so. Okay, so I just want to kind of air that. It's possible that, you know, they're serious short positions, but it's also possible that it's a fake out and actually it was only put in to make retail investors think that the Bitcoin's going down and therefore retail investors short Bitcoin, right? It wouldn't surprise me either. It's an unregulated market and it's dirty tactics, but it's been around for a long time. It happens a lot, more than you might believe. Just do some searches on it and you'll probably find out what I'm talking about. So we do have that, right? So something's going to happen here. Now, as I said, with that stochastic RSI, and this is an important note, the stochastic RSI looks at momentum behind pricing. When we take a look at that monthly price, it is all the way down in the floor, right? That stochastic RSI. This is basically telling us that it's heavily oversold and the direction of the price should be going up, not down. We also want to acknowledge that we haven't been this low since January, February 2019. Okay, we are lower than we were when we had the March 2020 crash for Bitcoin. That is a huge indicator for us. Okay, the weekly is also in a really good spot. Last time that we were in this position, it was July 2021. Okay, so we know what happened there. We went up to new all-time highs from this position. Okay, now the daily is also heading right down into this low area. Again, there is going to be some volatility on the smaller timeframes. It's hard to ignore that. The 8-hourly already oversold. The 4-hourly needs to potentially have a correction along with our hourly, right? So the reason that I'm telling you this is the stochastic RSI is not telling me that there should be a large corrective move that requires a significant amount of shorts. Okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, you know, when we take a look at, you know, what we would normally look at, momentum behind pricing, the structure of what's going on here, and the direction that I think Bitcoin's actually going in, you know, they don't make sense with what we have here from a shorting position. The shorts have come out of nowhere, and I think that's potentially a tactic that might actually, you know, get cancelled out and we just see retail investors holding it. Now, the long positions might be the reason for that, right? With a significant number of long positions, maybe the shorts were put in place to see if they could take out those long positions, right? Maybe they want to remove the longs and convert the longs into shorts. I don't know what's going on here, but it doesn't make a lot of logical sense right now from the price action. So with all that, we want to also take a look at our daily, but this time from a price action perspective. So if I come into our daily chart, we can acknowledge that we had good structure, okay? ABC up, ABC down, although it's actually technically 5 waves down, ABC up, right? $47,500 is the target. So knowing our position on our weekly stochastic, the monthly stochastic, the 8-hourly stochastic, with any small volatility on the 4-hourly and the hourly, we should be thinking actually the price is going up. The price should be hitting around that $47,500 range. Okay, we want to break out of this this triangular wedge that we're stuck into. Okay, for Bitcoin. So that's kind of where my mind is at now. You know, we've got volume decreases as the price has been correcting. That's usually a good sign. We do need to see some more corrective moves on our hourly though. But I'm not expecting to go down to those lower areas. I'm not expecting to lose $34,000. I'm actually thinking the lowest point that we should be thinking about is 35,000, and the high point should be about 47,500 based on this. Now, again, all of this is potentially just a wave 1 or wave A, a wave 2, B, and then a wave C, potentially going impulsive on the longer time frames. Okay, but that's too much to speculate right now. But one of the things that we do know is we have good structure here, and we should be thinking about retesting this upper level of resistance, this trend line, rather than testing the lower level of trend line right now. Okay, this is the upper end that we should be thinking about, not the the lower end. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But as always, we hodl strong. We're not going to succumb to any selling pressure, not going to succumb to any fear. I definitely wouldn't be selling at these prices. It's just prices to accumulate, in my opinion. I am obviously not a financial advisor, so that's important that you do your own research on everything that I have said here. I'm just presenting you the information as I see it inside the charts. Guys, if you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.